Hey, oh, oh my goodness, my voice. All right, late night stream. Don't think there's gonna be a lot of people, but that's okay. We're gonna be playing and finishing 150cc and mirror, just so we can get it out of the way. Um, Let me pull up the screen here. Ignore that. I was watching Markiplier, but is that out of the way? We're gonna try to finish this license. Now, I'm not too sure why we don't see the other stuff here, but that's okay. So instead, we'll just continue trucking along and just finish it off. I believe we finished off half of the 150cc stuff. We still have the retro cups, and then afterwards we'll finish off the mirror. It should take about an hour and a half, I'd say, but definitely should be okay. But yeah, we'll play some music as well, just so that we can have some game music going on, you know? Alright, let's refresh this. We'll start off with this one here. Ayo, let's go. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna finish it off today, because we didn't get to finish it off. And I'll probably turn down the Elgato just a little bit, so you can kind of hear, but not too much. That should be okay. Alright. Let's see. Finish mushroom, flower, star. That, yeah, we got all of this. Let's begin our shell cup. We should be okay. Oh, there we go. Now I chose the right music. Alright, how's everyone doing today? Yeah, it's been a little busy for me. I ended up going on a brunch date with my girlfriend today. That was pretty cool. We went to Reds in Kensington, which there's more details about it in the short that I uploaded, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, I really enjoyed the brunch. Their eggs, Benny is really good. I gotta say, it's super delicious. Super, super delicious. I would definitely go back again, but it's a little bit more pricey on the side for sure. But yeah, like, that was a really delicious meal. And then afterwards, ended up hanging out with her for a bit. We didn't really do too much. It was mostly just us hanging out, not really playing games or anything like that, just like hanging out more so. So we just hung up, and then afterwards I took her back home and ended up rock climbing because I needed my fix, my climbing fix. Climbing is pretty fun, I gotta say. I've been doing it for about a year now, and it's still super fun. Especially because a lot of them are like it's basically puzzles, if you think about it. Puzzles, but like using your own muscle. I need this. It's really fun though, I gotta say. And then I also did prep for I prepped for tomorrow's meal prep I gotta do. Because what I usually do is that I do 2 days, or I do a two-parter when it comes to meal prepping, which is cutting the ingredients and then the second part being cooking the ingredients. So part one's usually I do it the day before I cook, just so everything marinates properly. So I have like a bunch of stuff marinating for tomorrow's like cooking progress. And then afterwards it's like I just cook it all off, and usually it takes me about an hour to finish. Not too bad. It doesn't take too long. An hour is pretty good. Like, I used to take 3 hours of cooking, because I would usually like cook everything the day of and like cut everything day of and just do everything that day. It was like ridiculous. But now I do everything in like 2 parts, so it doesn't take that much time anymore, which is good. It frees up my time a little bit, I gotta say. So I got that going. I'm also climbing again tomorrow, which is gonna be really ridiculous, I gotta say. I don't know how that's gonna work, because I'm definitely gonna be super tired, and I got a dinner I'm gonna go to as well with my friends and my girlfriend. So that's gonna be fun. I also have to study for work tomorrow because I was given an assessment I gotta work on for work. So I gotta do that as well. And I haven't actually done it yet, so that's not good. Not good at all. So I gotta finish that. What else? What else I have to do? Otherwise, not much. That actually, well, that's a lot. Like climbing, meal prepping, doing assessments. Yeah, that is quite a lot when I think about it. Yeah, slip drift. Slip drift again. Let's go. I failed. Oh, oh, didn't get it. I'm doing awful, but that's okay. But yeah, so far the shorts is also really good though. Oh, I didn't let go of my B. Yeah, the shorts has been pretty good. Because it kind of motivates me to be able to push something out each day. Especially because a lot of the times when I come home I don't really want to do anything. So this is kind of motivating me to be able to like push something out each day. And it's pretty fun. Oh my goodness, I almost made that turn. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's really fun to do though. And I don't really have to think too much about it. It's more so like a random topic I might have, and it's like, oh, let's just talk about it. And I kind of enjoy it. And it's also only a minute long, typically. Like the shorts can be a maximum minute long, and it's pretty nice. And it's very easy to watch. I will say, for some reason, it's taking me an hour to like edit because it's, and the only reason why it's taking me such a long time to edit is because of the closed caption. Because that thing, for some reason, takes me a long time, even though it's only a minute long. It's kind of weird. So, but it's really fun so far. I'm enjoying the YouTube Shorts making right now. Definitely enjoying it so far, and I definitely want to keep doing it too. I for sure like want to expand more upon it if I can, because I'm kind of just like doing so many random topics. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I'm kind of just doing random topics right now. Really anything that I kind of just want to do. Because, honestly, I think that's more fun. I don't really have a concrete topic or like concrete like area I want to focus on. It's more so just like, I just want to do it. So yeah, like sometimes it's food, sometimes it's like games. Oh, I'm always done anyways. That's a lot of bananas. Yeah, because I think it's more fun that way. I got the boost too. Oh, I missed that one though. Oh. I feel like that always happens. Like the item, if I don't pull it out, it just appears in front of me. And it's so bad. But yeah, I really enjoy this short stuff. I think I like it more than making long form content, because definitely with long form content it requires a lot more time and effort to be able to push out content like that. But in my opinion, like it's definitely much more tedious, and it's because I don't have that much time now in my life. I can't really afford to be able to do that. Ooh, I got that. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Let's go. Ayo. Yeah. And with shorts, it's like, it only takes a small amount of time out of my day. Especially because, like, it's usually made the day of. So it's like, during the entire time I'm working, or like going to work or coming from work, I will definitely have a topic in my head already made. So I just have to like figure out what to say, and then make sure I have like the clips for it, and I'm good usually. But usually like that's all done the day of, and then I have to upload afterwards. And usually that's all happening like from the time I'm editing it, or like voicing it, compiling all the clips, and then like editing it, publishing it. it takes about an hour. So it's usually pretty quick, I think. I think so. Oh, I don't think this one is allowed. Let's remove that just in case. I don't know if that's allowed. Let's try a different one. I also don't know I'm allowed to play that one. Let's play this one. There we go. Yeah, but because it takes less time for me to be able to push it out, it also becomes more fun for me to like commit to as well, because then it's like, oh, let's try a different topic. I'm not like stuck in one topic, if that makes sense. I can go into like, oh, let's talk about food today. Oh, let's talk about I guess like work and like what happened, or like let's talk about this one game, because I want to talk about once this game come out, which is Super Mario RPG. I want to like do a couple of like shorts on it, because I'm definitely playing it day one. Like I 100% I'm playing that day one, and I want to like review it myself. And I've never done it before. Like I want to do it, and it seems very interesting to be able to like do something like that. But that's something I would not be able to do if I was still doing like long form content. And I think that's pretty cool in my opinion, because now I have like the time to be able to do it, and it's like, ooh, I can definitely do this now, or like kind of talk about this stuff now, or like I can definitely talk about like, oh, what about the cats, right? Stuff like that, like stuff that I normally wouldn't be able to talk about, it's now possible. And it's really nice too, because shorts are like pretty easy to make most of the time, as long as it's like not too bad. I do have to think about if I do want to stream more though, I might have to move back to Twitch, unfortunately, because allegedly it seems like YouTube really likes to either categorize YouTubers as whether or not they're short YouTube, or what is it called, a short form content creator or a live stream content creator, which is kind of weird to me. I don't know how that works, but I guess it's more so because like, oh, you're streaming a lot, then we can't like categorize you as this, whereas if you do a lot of long or short-term content, then you get recommended these. But I also think like, I only stream on YouTube because it's much more friendly for people, because a lot of times when it comes to streaming on Twitch, a new person streaming will probably have like settings of like 720p or like maybe 1080p, stuff like that, and you're not streaming often enough, it becomes an issue where that quality of that stream stays at 720p. You don't have an option to change it. And so people who are coming in for the first time might not have the best connection or internet connection, which then makes it very difficult for people to watch, because it might be lagging a lot for them. And so it just becomes an awful experience, and people usually just leave afterwards, which is pretty sad. Like, it's kind of awful to think about it. I'm also not doing low jumps, by the way, because I need 3 stars. The other thing about it is that it's really hard to like catch up on like what happened with the stream. And YouTube is really good about that, because you can always just go back and see like what happened for that stream. Whereas like Twitch, you just have to kind of go into the VODs and then check to see what time stamp they're at. Like, it's not too bad because you can check those VODs, but it's definitely much harder. And that's my opinion. Like, I think YouTube is a little bit better in terms of streaming. They're both kind of annoying in terms of being able to get discoverability. But overall, I think that they're both pretty good. I think this Twitch is a little bit more advanced in terms of like streaming, because they've been in the streaming industry for how many years now? They've been in this business for way too long now. Ooh. And I think it's okay. Like, that's why I prefer streaming on YouTube. But if it's gonna start categorizing me as a live streaming and not like, I wanted to categorize me as more of the shorts form content creator instead of like as a live streamer, because that's more so my focus. To be honest, live streaming is like on the side. I kind of want that to happen, so I might have to switch over to Twitch, and it's gonna suck. Not gonna lie, because I want to make sure that people can actually watch it. I did get rid of my affiliate though, mostly because I wasn't really streaming, to be honest, because I got so busy with work and life in general. So there was no real point to like actually hold affiliate. And it makes sense why I didn't want it. But because I don't have affiliate anymore, it makes it so much easier to not get bombarded with ads. At least hopefully. Actually, I'm not going that way because I don't want to lose my 3-star. How did that not hit anyone? What the heck? Wait, why is Dry Bones and Waluigi there? Wait, did they actually take that shortcut as CPUs? Oh, wow. Oh no, they fell? Interesting. I don't know what happened there. I swear that always happens. If there's a green shell. You know what, next time... Okay, I gotta remember. If I have a green shell or like an item that just does that to me, I'm just gonna pull it out for like shock. Yeah, I'm still on the fence of like switching over to Twitch though for streaming, but I think that might be the best play. Oh, there was a mushroom. I should have gone for it. Yeah, I should have gone for it. We'll see though. We'll see, because I don't really stream a lot anyway, so it's not like it's my concern, to be honest. Man, that's a lot of blue shells. Oh, that's another one. Oh my goodness, what the heck? I'm just getting comboed. Jeez. That was like so many stuff coming on. Alright. No problem though, no problem. I wonder if that mushroom's still there. If it's still there, I'm definitely taking it. Yeah, it's still there. Oh, no. Okay, I thought about it and it's like, my angle's off. That's okay. That is okay. Oh, I missed a slip drift? What? And I did not jump correctly? That's okay. Yes. If I do want to stream on Twitch, I will have to stream a lot more often, to be honest. Just so that no one is getting... I don't want people to not be able to watch because they're not able to watch 720p, because it is a realistic scenario. And I think that's just ridiculous that Twitch doesn't allow automatic changes to streaming quality, because it's just terrible. But that's just my opinion. That's why I prefer YouTube's streaming right now, because it's a little better in my opinion. For like, there's different reasons why it might be better, but definitely Twitch is more ahead on this streaming. Man, I am not doing so good. Okay, there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. That is something I have to consider though. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going with the shorts still. It's been going pretty good so far. Haven't really had any issues with it. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't had much issues with it. Other than like, oh no. There are times where I think about it, it's like, wait, I don't have a topic for today. What am I gonna do? And it's like, oh no. But then eventually it's like, oh wait, there's this one that happened today. Or like, this is what I had for thought. Did I make it? Oh, I almost made that. Nice. Not bad. I usually don't get even close to that. It's really tough, too. It's like a very technical shortcut. Definitely really technical. Yeah, once we're done this, we'll do some worldwides, too. Just kind of balance it out just a little bit. Because, unfortunately, I'm kind of waiting for my clothes to be dry. And waiting for laundry. And that's how it is. Sometimes you gotta wait. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yeah, I got like an hour and a half to like kind of just kill. And kind of just do whatever, to be honest. Not really having to think too much about it. Yeah, so we can do some world rides. I'm close to max VR, so that's pretty cool. We're almost there. I was playing with Noah's Ark or Night Parsley. I forgot the numbers that he had. Night Parsley though. He's playing Mario Kart 8 right now on his Twitch stream if you want to go watch that. But definitely, we were just playing casually, and I was just like kind of talking, kind of here and there. They at some point started talking about locations, about Canada, and like kind of naming the provinces, and then we swapped over to naming the U.S. states. Wait, did I say no? All the states in the U.S. And man, there's too many. There's definitely too many. I ended up just listening to it, and because I was no way going to be able to like name any of them at all, other than like the common ones like California, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, so forth. Like stuff like that. I wouldn't get the obscure ones. There's no way. Yeah, that was fun though. I do want to try out like more Mario Kart 8 because I do have the. Oh my goodness! How did I not dodge that? That's kind of. Oh my goodness! Man, Birdo's trying to destroy me. There we go. Okay. Okay, gotta slow down there. But yeah, well, definitely this is not gonna be long enough for me to like be like, oh yeah, we can stop streaming now, kind of thing. I have to wait until my laundry's done. So until it's done, we'll keep going. We'll keep going, and you might hear a phone go off. Oh, today is not good. There we go. I hope I get 3 stars still. Like that's, I've hit like sand, I've hit the pokey so far. It's been not so good. Not so good at all. But yeah, there was like different topics, and those are pretty good though. But yeah, I might play Wave 6 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because that's fun. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is pretty fun, I gotta say. I still wish that one day that they stop updating this game because I would like to see like new mechanics and so forth and not the same thing over and over again. Like definitely the game itself deserved more credit, especially because it came out on the Wii U and it did not get the most recognition it should have had. But I think this is a little much. I will say though that the game with the DLC, because there's now, oh my goodness, there's 10 cups? Is it 10 cups or is it 8 cups? I don't remember. But if there's like 8 cups, then there's 64 courses. And if there's 10 cups, then there's a lot. I can't math right now, but no, it's crazy though. It's crazy. And there's so many new characters, there's so many new tracks. A lot of them from Mario Kart Tour, a lot of them are from Mario Kart Wii. Like they're all really good tracks. Like being able to play them in like modernized kind of form, it's really cool. Like I gotta say. But I will say I'm getting really tired of the mechanics of it. But maybe just because maybe I'm also just like looking for that new thing, you know. Oh my goodness. Wait, why did I go down? Okay. Huh. But yeah, that would be cool though. I might just play Wave 6 and then kind of do that on stream, go through the 50, 100, 150, and 200cc stuff, and then kind of just end it there. Wow, that is unfortunate. Is that another red shell? Jeez. I went through that, okay. But yes, it's... So there's that game. Super Mario RPG. Definitely gonna play that. Post it as a short. Whoops. 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 Man, I am struggling today. I mean, to be fair, it is... What, 11:46? Yeah, 11:46. So, it is pretty late right now. It is very, very late, actually, but that is okay, you know? That is okay. We are vibing. So there's that game. Is that the third blue shell I've gotten so far? Yes. Super Mario... So there's Wave 6 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There is Super Mario RPG. And then I'll probably also add in to what other games, like other games that I might enjoy playing as well. What the heck? I definitely press B a lot of the times, but I guess not. But if there's nothing in between Super Mario RPG and like the next game I want to play, which would be Thousand Year Door, then yeah. I am finally going through and this is related to the song we're playing right now, is Black and White 2. So I finally got past the Victory Road. Well, okay, I passed the first part of Victory Road, which was like in front of the Pokemon Center that you arrive at right after you get validated for all the badges you have obtained. So I got past that, and that's it so far. Like I'm struggling to like pass it otherwise. But to be fair, I've just been doing other stuff, so I haven't really sat down and just like played through it. I would need like definitely maybe an hour or two just like to focus on it. But I don't know if I have that time. We'll see. Maybe the Monday. Maybe the Monday, you know? That'll be a good time. I could do a short then. That'll be funny. Hey, games I finally played and finished. That'll be cool though. And then I can finally like try the post game, because I've never seen the post game before, like not once. Okay, I've seen the post game from like videos, but I've never actually played it myself. So I know about the Pokemon World Tournament, I believe it's called. I almost screwed that up. Man, what the heck? What is this? What is this coordination? This blasphemy. I definitely screwed that up, but that's okay. Yeah, there's a Pokemon World Tournament, I think it's what it's called. There's like new areas you can visit, which would be, if you're playing Black 2, it should be Black City? Or is it the opposite? Which would be the White Forest. I don't remember. It should be Black City though. But otherwise, there's that, and then being able to visit like the first games town, which I don't remember what it's called, unfortunately. Whew. There's that. I think there's like other content too that I'm forgetting about, but no, definitely like there's a lot that I'm missing right now. And a lot of it, like there's even the shiny Haxorus too that you can get, and the shiny Goodbite or Dratini, depending on the version that you're playing. That's also cool. I didn't know about that until like years later. Funny enough, it's like, oh wait, you can get a shiny, a free shiny, and not one but two. That's kind of crazy. So there's that. I know 100%, 100%, because, and I'm very confident about this, by the way, is that if I go to PAX next year, PAX West, that's when I'm definitely going to be playing it, because I'm not going to do anything in my hotel but play games. And that's what I did this year for PAX West. It's like, both my girlfriend and I were just like chilling, and I just like decided, you know what, I'm just gonna play on my 3DS, and just started like from scratch playing Pokemon Black 2, and that's how it became to be. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's that. So I'm fairly confident that I'll probably play it during that time, because I know there's nothing else I'm gonna do. Oh, really? Nothing got hit by that. Interesting. Be careful. Okay, we're okay. Yeah. Which, I gotta figure out what's happening with PAX, because my girlfriend told me that she wouldn't be able to go next year, so... And we had this discussion like a while ago. But I do want to go to PAX again, so I'm trying to figure out who else might go. So I'm asking like a couple of my friends to see if they're like willing to, or like if they want to go, because that'll be fun. And I'll probably just go for like the couple of days, and then the rest of the days would just be like hanging out in Seattle. Gotta still figure that out, but yeah. Can you stop with the blue shells? Like, I've been getting destroyed by... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm actually getting really destroyed. That's another blue shell. Okay. Go, 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 go. Okay, we're fine. Okay, I don't know if we got 3 stars though. That was tragic. That's 5 blue shows, was it? 4 or 5 blue shows in one race? That's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Yeah, so there's Seattle. If I have more money, I don't know. I'll probably travel other places. Like, we got 3 stars somehow though. That's kind of crazy to me. Hey, we got the... I forgot what it's called. I never remember that kart's name at all. Day Tripper, I think? I feel like that might be right. But I also feel like that's wrong. If he was both right and wrong at the same time. Yeah, so there's that. If I do want to travel though, but I need to really save money, like aggressively save money. Because right now I'm paying like a bunch of student debt right now, and that's normal for me, unfortunately, and for a lot of students too. Because I went through school twice, so I went through professional cooking once for my first time, and then for the second time I went through software development, or computer science, I guess, for the second time. And I just ended up like having to pull out a lot of money, because I wasn't able to support myself otherwise. And I also only worked like once a week. Don't know how I was able to manage that, but that was pretty cool. There's that, yeah. Also, shock probably will happen at this next item box. So I'm gonna watch out for whoever's in the last 2 spots there, because they're definitely gonna grab it. I'm gonna use it there. Okay, guess not. I'm also gonna throw that back because we already know that whenever I don't throw up my shells or like hold it out, I will definitely get hit by them. Like 100%. I gotta slow down so that gets hit properly. Ah, I tried timing that, but that's okay. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I want to travel to different countries. So stuff like Denmark. I want to go check out Germany because my friend came from Germany, and I want to check that country out. I want to check out Amsterdam. Japan is another one. I want to visit Hong Kong, which probably is not the best idea right now, unfortunately. Going with everything going on, I'm sure it's fine with like foreigners, but definitely it's something I have to be concerned about. Yeah, I would love to visit though. Definitely would love to visit. Also, like Taiwan would be another one I would like to visit. China, South Korea. There's like a bunch of countries I want to visit. And I think that would be cool though. I definitely think that would be super cool. Yeah, so I want to travel, but it was all the student debt that I acquired from taking school pretty often. It's becoming an issue now because it's eating a lot of my paycheck each month. So my paycheck is not bad, I gotta say. Like, definitely an improvement from my last paychecks that I had over the last 7 years as a cook. But because of student debt, it's eating up so much of my paycheck that I'm only getting not even like, I would say I lose more than half of my paycheck each month. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. So I'm still making money. Like, I'm still in the positives, luckily. But because of how much I'm paying each month, it's annoying. It's very annoying. So I'm trying my best to like pay it all off as soon as possible and have that out of the way so that I don't have to worry about it anymore, because it kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, it kind of sucks having student debt. Luckily I don't have credit debt though. Luckily I don't have credit card debt or like any of that other stuff. I don't have loans, I don't have like all that. So I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate I was able to not have a situation like that. Because it would definitely like tank my credit score right now. And that's something I need to make sure it's good. Because acquiring like stuff like houses or like being able to rent out, nowadays you need to have a credit score, and it's very difficult, I gotta say. Definitely a little difficult. Yeah, there's all that. What else do I want to do? I don't know. After that, if I can retire as soon as possible and live out life, that would be cool. I would really enjoy that. And then maybe like, if I'm fully retired, then I focus on like doing whatever I want at that point. I do want to focus on, my career is pretty important to me though, I gotta say. So I gotta make sure I do good on that. But while I'm doing that, doing like YouTube as well, because I do want to do YouTube as well. because it's pretty fun. I gotta say, it's really fun. And then just being able to do other things, I don't want to neglect too much. Alright, we're just doing this shortcut because why not? I love doing that shortcut. It's so fun. It's like the first shortcut that was discovered, I think, or like one of the first. And there was so many iterations on like how to do it. That is my fault because that was my trap. I have a memory of a goldfish. Yes, but yeah, there's so much I want to do. I will say though, there's some things I don't want to do, and I definitely don't want to be a cook again. That's something I definitely want to avoid as much as I can. Because after having to go through that myself for, oh my goodness, for 7 years, I think I'm okay now. Like, I've gotten my fill. I do think though that everyone should. How? That is ridiculous. I do think that everyone should go through the hospitality and tourism industry at least once in their life, just to kind of see the other side of it. Because so many of us do go through or see the one side of things where we're the customer, but we don't see the other side of it where we're the ones assisting the customer. And I think it's pretty important to see both sides. I will say though, I don't think I'd want to be a what's it called, a soldier of any kind. Man, the shells has been just appearing in front of me the entire time. Yeah, definitely because like I'm fairly afraid. I'm like incredibly afraid about like everything. Like, it's kind of terrifying that I'm afraid of a lot of things. So I don't know if I would fit well, especially because when it comes to being able to make decisions on the fly in like a life or death situation, that's something I will not be confident in. My ability to be able to execute properly, I don't think so. So there's that. Yeah. So I don't think I would be very good at that occupation. I'm very confident I don't think I'll be good in that occupation at all. That would be cool though. There are some stuff that I would think that would be cool. I know I used to really want to be a chemist. That was one of my dream jobs or dream careers I want to do, is become a chemist. The other one I wanted to be was what else did I want to be? I wanted to be a lawyer at some point too. That was also like super cool. Chef Wood's definitely up there though, before, and that's why I chose that career, because it was very, one, it was something that didn't require grades that much, and two, like, luckily for me, it was something that integrated in my head, like while I was young, so that was nice. But yeah, maybe not the best idea. Yeah, but I don't think I'll be able to serve my country. Mainly because I think I'll be a liability. Like, I definitely think I'll be a liability. In fact, I think I'd pass out and like not be able to do anything if anything happened. What else is there? Oh, I did want it to become, like, there was another one where I was like, because I'm super into racing games. There was, at one point in my life, I kind of thought about it as like, oh, maybe I want to be a race car driver. And then I realized, no, I probably wouldn't make it out alive at that point. It was like, oh, okay. That was probably not that was probably a smart decision because yeah, I like to kind of have a relaxing drive if I can. I do know how to drive manual though. It took. When did I start driving? I started driving when I was. I think I started driving when I was 20. So 7 years now. And in those 7 years, I drove automatic for 5 to 6 years, I think. 5 to 6 years. And then last year, I learned how to drive manual or stick shift, and that was pretty cool. So now I know how to drive stick shift. It's pretty cool. I gotta say, it's really fun. It makes driving really like entertaining, because then it's like, oh, I gotta go into first gear, then second gear, then third gear. I will say though, it's kind of annoying when you're in a what's it called? Rush hour. There we go. Because you're constantly on, and if you do drive a manual car, you might get this as well. Fine, I'll put it on the Wii board. There we go. There you go. It's on the Wii board now. Yeah. But you're like, if you have driven stick before, you definitely know this kind of issue where you have 3 pedals when you drive a manual car, which is your gas and brake pedal. Those are on all cars. And then you have a third pedal, which is only on manual cars, which is the clutch pedal. The clutch pedal allows you to shift gears and be able to like go into higher gears. Think of it like a bike, where as you get faster, you're in the first gear, you're like moving your legs a lot faster each time. And so if you wanted to reduce that and go faster, but also reduce the amount of times you have to rotate your legs to be able to move, you go into a higher gear, which then would be second gear. It's the same thing for a car. First gear has like, it spins very fast, and as you change gears and go higher into the gears, you go faster, and the amount of times the gears need to rotate it's required less. And so every time you want to change a gear, you have to press on the clutch, change the gear, and then be able to let go of the clutch. Because that's what you need to do in order to like change a gear. And this is all done automatically in an automatic car, which is really nice. That's why like you just have to press the pedal, like the gas pedal, and then the brake to be able to like go faster or slow down. There we go. But in a manual car, you have to like think, okay, I'm about to go, I had to go into first gear. Okay, now I'm fast enough to go into second gear, fast enough to go to third gear, and so forth. So yeah, there's that kind of stuff. But I definitely find it more entertaining. It's like, it's almost like you have more control of your car, because you're able to dictate what kind of gear you want to be in and be able to get out of certain situations. Like, be able to say you're like, something's about to happen and you need to switch into a gear where you're able to get out of that situation quickly, then that's an option. Nice. I pulled that out. I was lucky with that RNG. Yeah. That's a blue shell. Or that was, I think, but whatever. Yeah, but hill starts are a little annoying. Because you have to let go of the clutch just a little bit and then press on the gas quickly so that you don't start rolling back, because that can happen if you're not careful. And definitely like when you're in rush hour, there is the issue where you're always on your clutch, you're always pressing on your clutch, and that's really bad because you don't want to be on your clutch all the time. You want to make sure you use the clutch very minimally as much as you can. You only use it to like change gears or like do other stuff. And so when you're in this position where like you're on that clutch for so often, you start to do something called burning the clutch, which then if you're on the clutch for too long, you start smelling rubber or like burning rubber, and it's not good because you're burning your clutch, and then could potentially destroy the component or the actual thing itself. So yeah, it's a good time, and that's typically the most expensive part of the car. Everything else is not too bad. The cost for everything else is actually relatively cheaper, I think. Like the gearbox is cheaper, um, and other stuff like that, which is nice. Like I gotta say, and because knowing manual now opens up so much opportunity to be able to pick whatever car you want, because you can pick either an automatic or a manual. It's really nice. And from what I can tell so far, the manual cars are starting to phase out, unfortunately, because there's not a lot of people driving them in North America. And so with that, it now becomes less often to have someone request a manual car, which then lowers the value of it. Because a lot of people want an automatic car, I think. Other than the enthusiasts, for sure, like 100%. And those who just prefer manual in general, but it's starting to dwindle down, I think. But definitely in like Asian countries or like European countries, it's more prevalent to see a stick shift car or a manual car, which is nice. Which is very nice. I don't know why I went to the middle of the mushroom, because why not? Why not? That's a lot of red shells. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah. I'm excited though. Like, it's really cool to drive one, I gotta say. Now, would I say, like, for most people, just start driving manual? No, I wouldn't say that. I would definitely say, like, if you're living in the city, definitely go to an automatic, because it's, one, you don't have the headache of, like, worrying about clutch control and being able to think about gears and so forth. But two, is, like, the reason you want to drive, and, like, the reason why you drive is because you want to have a relaxing time, because you just want to have a relaxing destination from point A to point B. Like, you don't need the added, like, okay, I gotta do this and that and this and that, right? I definitely still recommend, like, automatic for no matter, like, for most people, automatic for sure. If you're, like, interested in manual, then yeah, then definitely go for it. We were just given the opportunity, and I say we because I shared a car with a roommate. Because that is terrible. I hate that. I still hate this mushroom. Like, I hate these mushrooms so much. These mushrooms are awful. Anyways, yeah, so my roommate wanted this car, and it was a manual car, but they were like, you know what, let's just give it a try, kind of thing. Definitely made it difficult for us to, like, be able to learn, but we eventually learned, and it's now, like, our daily driver, and it's really nice. Like, the only issue though is that if we need anyone else to help drive or, like, take over driving, there's not really anyone else that can do that, which makes it very difficult sometimes. Because if, say, one of us is very tired, and we'll say, like, one of us goes on a trip, the other one stays at home or has work and so forth, and that person that's on the trip needs to take a 12-hour trip to, like, a different province or a different city, right? And they bring, like, a bunch of friends, but they need, like, a secondary driver, right? It's very difficult to be able to find a secondary driver that drives manual here in North America, which is very unfortunate, I gotta say. Because at that point, it's like, you kind of just have to drive yourself now at that point, because no one else can drive your car. And you're like, oh, guess I'll just drive it myself. And because of that, it's like, you just have to go through it all and just deal with the consequences later, like not being able to sleep enough. Oh my goodness. Okay. We somehow made that work. Yeah. So that's also another benefit of driving an automatic. It's like most people will know how to drive an automatic. Woo, that's close. That's way too close. Yeah, you definitely need someone to know how to drive a manual if you have a manual car, because then no one else can drive it and you're like, nice, I need to take I need to sleep, but I guess I'm not sleeping today. It especially sucks if you're going on trips though, like long trips in a car. Ugh. I've only done it once, and that was to Seattle last year, not this year because I took a plane. Last year was my roommate. And the only way we survived is because two of us knew how to drive the manual car. So we were just like, okay, we'll just do it this way. Alright, nice. We are going through this decently fast. It's pretty good. We're at a decent pace right now. I do wish though that the license actually showed like all this stuff properly, but right? We'll figure that out when we have to. How much time do I have left? I have 25 minutes. I don't know if we'll have time to like... Actually, we'll just push through. Maybe no worldwide tonight. We'll just make sure we finish this off. Because we have... how many courses left? We have some cups left, so... We might as well go and try to finish it. Oh, I missed that. I'm so sad. And I ran into that. Give me this. Nice. Okay. Okay. I'm getting destroyed by, like, everyone. So I'm just gonna walk up and go. What do you have? You don't have anything. Okay, cool. I was like, what do you have? Yeah. That's my spiel about my own cars, though. My own cars are good, great until, well, they're great. I like my own cars. They're really fun to drive in, I gotta say. It's one of my favorite things to do, but I also can't do it often. I can only do it when I'm like going to climb or like doing something for with friends. So I don't really take the car out that much, actually. Typically I take the bus to work, and if I need to do anything else, then I'll take the bus or ask for a ride. Oh my goodness, where is all these shells coming from? Yeah, so I actually don't drive too much, surprisingly. That's a good banana spot, like right there. Like, if anything, if there was a red shell, I would have been protected right then and there, which is really cool. But yeah, I don't really drive too much, actually. I gotta say though, flying is a little terrifying. I gotta say, like, if something goes wrong, you're just done. Like, there's nothing else you can do about it. You're just like, I guess I'm just gone, I guess. So it's like, it's kind of terrifying, but it's also like, accidents don't really happen as much because of how safe planes are, typically. They're very safe, like they're very, very safe. But if it's that one time where it just decides, nope, you just have bad RNG, then you just have bad RNG. And that terrifies me a lot. Because knowing my luck, and I have gacha luck, man. Like, my gacha luck is not, it's below average most of the time. Like a lot of times, if I want to pro characters, man, like it takes me into pity usually before I get the stuff I want. Ooh, that was good though. That was not good though. So yeah, like my luck in general is just not good. My luck is pretty horrendous, I gotta say. Now that's not to say I can't control it and mitigate like potential outliers, but sometimes it's just out of your way, out of your ability to be able to control it, and that's what terrifies me the most. Because at least in a car, I can kind of control it by like reacting to different situations, or like making sure I'm hyper aware of everything. But I would prefer to be on a bike if I can. I also kind of want to move to a European country, because man, stop with the blue shells. What the heck? Yeah, I would love to move to a European country though. That would be cool. Because I believe in walkable cities, like cities that you can get to different places that you need your utilities, your essentials, like stuff like that, like at a walking distance. Because right now for me, if I was to walk from and to a grocery store, going from my house to a grocery store takes about 25 to 30 minutes, which is ridiculous because by car it takes 5 minutes. And I am thinking to my head, like, how is that even possible? Because that doesn't make sense in my head. And it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I would love to like live in a walkable city. That would be really cool. We are not doing double, by the way, because I mean I've done it in Mirror before. I'm just not too confident in it, which is unfortunate. But yes, yeah, I would love to live in a European country, just be able to like walk to my utilities, my essentials, and so forth. Be able to ride a bike and like not be worried that a car might hit me, because my goodness, it's so terrifying when you're on a bike. Because here in my city, in order to ride a bike, you're not allowed to ride your bike. And if you're an adult, by the way, like if you're an adult, allowed to ride your bike on the sidewalk, you have to ride your bike on the road, like the same road that cars use. And that's a bylaw. Funny enough, that's a bylaw, and there's not a lot of bike lanes here, so you're basically handled to mirror with the car. It's like, oh my goodness, it's kind of terrifying. So it's one of the scariest things, I think. And when I'm driving and I see a cyclist, I'm like, I am terrified to even hit you or even come close to you. Like in general, I'm afraid to hit someone. Very, very afraid. Because like I'm super close to them. This is gonna screw up my day. Yep, it is. Yeah, so I don't even understand why there's not a lot of bike lanes in general here. I wish there was more, and that they were protected, and that they had their own separate lanes, so that they wouldn't have the risk of being able to get, you know, where a car and them make contact, because that's very terrifying. I wish there was like a barrier and like ways to be able to tell cars, it's like, hey, you gotta slow down and reduce the amount of emissions, because that's how you would reduce emissions, being able to make a walkable city. But it's so hard if the city's been ingrained like this. But yeah, I would love to move to one someday. I don't know if my girlfriend would agree to it though. We'll see, but hey, it'll be great. And it would be nice too, because then it's like we can just relax and ride bikes and stuff. Low trick? Yay! Low trick. We like to see that. Okay. We gotta be careful though. I'm not grabbing that mushroom because that is kind of not good. Like the placement for the mushroom is kind of terrifying, and I'll give my reason why. It's because if you try to grab that mushroom, you're definitely gonna hit a wall, and if you don't angle yourself correctly, you're 100% gonna hit a wall. And even if you do get that mushroom, you're then set up to like not be in a good angle to take the little jump. I messed that up. The little jump that we do a lot of times. And so because of that, it's like that mushroom's not worth it most of the time. Because you would be so far out, and then you would have to go into over here afterwards. So it's not worth grab that mushroom. That's why. It was just a very awkward placement for it overall. I kind of got that, but not really. I'm also going to take the safe route because if we hit something, we lose some stuff. I can't see. There we go. Nice. Oh, this song is nice though. I don't know if it's copyrighted. Oh no, it's from Smash, so it should be okay, right? Should be. As I hope. Fire Emblem Three Houses is pretty good though. Overall. Actually, okay, I like the idea of like, oh, you have like set days, you have to do all this kind of stuff. That's cool. Like it's a different spin of like how each day would be, instead of just like, oh, we have to prepare for battle, it's more like each day we have to train our students and be able to teach them like different like studies and so forth. That's cool. Character is cool too because you can wield some stuff, but and there's definitely some favorite characters in there, but story wise, it was okay. Like I like the branching stories. That's cool. Like the branching stories are really cool because being able to have different stories to be able to like tell like different perspectives of stuff and like different endings as well. That's really cool. It's just really unfortunate that there's no real happy ending in that game, in my opinion. Oh, that green show's gonna terrify me. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. What's the other Fire Emblem that came out? There was another Fire Emblem that came out, right? Oh, what is it? I used it last second, so it didn't fly off, by the way. I'm also trying to figure out what the last Fire Emblem was. Was it three houses? I feel like that's not true though. What was it? I have to like search it up because like I don't remember. I feel like there's definitely a Fire Emblem there. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta keep going. Yeah, let's search it up after because I don't remember. That's unfortunate. Is it the last one? Is it not? Okay, let me pull it up here. Fire Emblem. Engage. There it is. I was like, there's definitely like a Fire Emblem game that is after Three Houses, and I could not remember it for the life of me. Okay, Engage. Engage was interesting too, because because there was a Fell Dragon, which is normal. If you didn't know, Fire Emblem always has a Fell Dragon of some sort. Like, there's some sort of Fell Dragon or like demon or something, which is normal. That's a normal RPG. So same thing was this one, but the story was interesting though. I gotta say, the story was definitely a little bit more interesting. The DLC was interesting too, I gotta say, because it was like a different perspective of seeing things and like what happened. It's kind of like the DLC's like different endings. It's kind of like that, if you want to think of it like that. Like, I'm trying so hard not to spoil it, but yeah. So I found it entertaining. What else? The fights were pretty difficult though, I gotta say. The fights were definitely a little bit more challenging this time around, and I like that. Like, I do like that. Unlike Paper Mario the Origami King, which made me absolutely furious. Like, man, the battle mechanic was awful for me. Like, I could not, for the life of me, just like sit down and say, oh yeah, it's time to play Origami King, I'm excited. No, I'm like dredging, like completely dreading it. And my friend who like played it in 3 days, like finished it in 3 days, was like, nah man, this game sucks. So like, yeah, it's like, oh my goodness. And this is coming from someone who's never played, like, they don't play games at all usually. Like, they play very few video games. It was not good. No, it was not good. So there's that. There's that. And like promptly after we finished it, I was like, I uninstalled the game completely. I had some hope for it. And I was curious. The story was interesting though. I gotta say, the story was interesting. The music was beautiful though. Oh my goodness, the music was absolutely beautiful. Like, it was amazing. Like, I absolutely loved the battle music. I loved the overworld music. The different like ways they were able to like kind of describe the atmosphere was just like the way they brought out. Oh, it was great. It was great. Like, I loved the music for it, the atmosphere, the design. It was great. Story was, actually, story was but everything was ruined because of the freaking battle mechanic, and I hate it. If you guys didn't know, the battle mechanic was where you would I have to actually show this like on stream too, which is like crazy. But the battle mechanic was basically like a wheel, and the enemy is in the center of this. Oh no, I guess no, that's for boss fight. For normal battles, you had a bunch of enemies. So say like, I don't know, let's like Goomba, for example. Let's just say Goomba. And you have to fight the Goombas, right? There might be like 2, 3, 4, maybe 1 or 5, depending what it is. Doesn't matter. But all the enemies would be like placed at like these little areas or tiles in this circle, and you have to line up the circle itself to be able to hit them. And if you can get them into a line and do like all that kind of stuff, you can do a combo, which then allows you to take more action, which then allows you to do other stuff. Now there isn't stickers, which is nice, I gotta say, because they got rid of stickers, and thank goodness. But oh my goodness, there was a lot of issues with the battle system. And then the boss fights itself, the bosses would be in the middle itself, like in the middle of the ring, and you would be the one outside instead, and you would have to figure out how to get to the boss. but each boss had like this different mechanic, and I swear to you, the first, I think the third, is it the third boss? The one of the bosses annoyed me so much because you had to like, in order to weaken it, you have to do something special to it. I think you had to like, oh, I don't remember, but you would have to weaken it, and this entire time you would just take unnecessary damage that you could definitely avoid simply by like just doing things that Mario would do. You know, like that's canon. And yeah, and you would just take unnecessary damage, and if you were not bright enough to be able to solve the riddle, then you just end up having to redo the entire thing. It's like, what? So you would waste like maybe 20-30 minutes just being able to go through it, and I'm like, aight, that's great, I guess. So yeah, that's definitely not a waste of my time. And what's the worst part about all this is that when you finish the game, it brings you back to the last save point. It does not actually take you to post game, which was the most frustrating part of the entire thing, to be honest. Because I hate that there's no post game. Usually, like, at least, because then it's like, oh, you just resume your last save point, and it's like, oh yeah, the boss is still alive, but you can go do other stuff, you know? To me, that's like, okay, so then the boss just lives forever, I guess. It's like, what? Just, that to me is just annoying, because they did that for Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. And like, as a kid, when I first played that, I was like, when I finished that game, it was both great, but also like it left a bad taste in my mouth afterwards, because it didn't really mean like I finished the game. It was more like, oh, you beat the boss, but now you have to just like, you can just go back and like do other stuff and not fight the boss. So basically, it's almost like you never fought the boss at all, and you just go do other things. It's like, why? What's the point? What's the real point? I never understood it. Man, Donkey Kong is destroying me with these red shells. I'm getting like the worst item luck. Oh, there we go. That is a star, and I'm taking that. Heck yeah! Thank you for the dodge. Oh, this song though, like this is from Super Paper Mario. Oh my goodness, this story is amazing. Battle mechanic is okay. I mean, it's an overworld fight most of the time, and you would simply just jump on enemies. Like everything takes place on the overworld, so like all your fights, your interactions, buying items and so forth, all in the overworld. So there's no like separate kind of scene, I guess is what you might want to call it. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, everything just takes place in the overworld. So you just have to like jump or like use items in the overworld, and it just happens to work, kind of stuff like that. But the story was amazing, and this is like one of their music too, and I love the music too. Music is usually pretty good. Like Nintendo games usually have really good music. It's really hard to like find a Nintendo game that just doesn't have really good music. But yeah, we are rolling through these, by the way. How much time do I have? I have 3 minutes. I'm gonna turn off the clock. There we go. We got the Dolphin National. Let's go. Yeah, that's why I'm super excited for, like, if it ever comes to Switch. Oh man, I would go for that game so quickly. I do wish though that Super Mario Galaxy 2 came out on the Switch, because that's one of the games that I really enjoyed. Like Super Mario Galaxy, like the first one was great, but then the second one expanded a little bit more, and I really enjoyed it. I also liked it a lot more, I think. Like I thought it was pretty good of like a sequel. A lot of people didn't, and I see why though. Like I definitely see why. So no harm there. And I can definitely see why Nintendo remade the first one, because there's a lot of love for the first one. Like definitely, and I agree, it's a good first, like a very good game. Oh yeah, you guys haven't heard about this song. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Rainbow Road 64. Rainbow Road 64. Man, that track in that game, I remember playing that as a kid. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It came from so far. I ran into that. I looked at it as like, I'm going straight into that. Yeah, a lot of times like music is really cool. Like I really love the music from Nintendo, but a lot of the games, like the gameplay itself, kind of questionable, not gonna lie. Just a little bit. Man, I am not doing the hottest though. Oh my goodness. I also hope, I very much hope, that they don't make a Mario Party with cars again, because that was not good. For context, if you didn't know, there are, I believe, 2 Mario Party titles. They should be, I believe it's 9 and 10. I believe. I don't remember. I don't remember if 8 was that, because I believe 7 was oh no, Mario Party 7 was GameCube, Mario Party 8 was Wii. Like the yeah, 8 was something else entirely. It was like Twisted Circus and all that. So then 9 and 10 are the car version. Yeah, there's those. And they made it so that all players move at the same time, and it was like, oh, why? And the way they handled that was not the best, in my opinion. It was not good. It was not good, in my opinion. That's why when they brought out the 2 titles for Mario Parties on the Switch, which is, I don't remember the first one, but then the second one is Super Mario Party Superstars, I think, or whatever, for the second one. The one that remade like all the, or like brought back some of the like boards and so forth, like selected boards, like I think Peach Cake or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. Peach Cake. Yes, that's a board. Birthday cake or something. Car. Oh my goodness. There's that. There's like the Chocolate Island one and so forth. Like, that was a good one. I gotta go on the grass. My apologies. But yeah, like that was a good Mario Party. And then the one before was okay. Like it was fairly small. Like it was very small boards. And they also did not bring multiplayer for like a year apparently, which was a very interesting decision by them. I don't know why they did that. Don't know why to this day. It was definitely not their smartest decision. So there's that. But yeah, like otherwise as a Mario Party game, it was pretty good. Oh yeah, this music is from Black White. Very good ending song. It was a really good song. I think I used to use this OST for like back when I was really into I gotta do this here. Back when I was putting like modding Mario Kart Wii music into my game, it was like I would put this as what did I put this music as? Oh, I put it as my winning music. That's it. 'Cause it was like one of those things where I just wanted to hear it all the time. And of course I didn't win a lot. So it's like, oh, okay, it just defeats the purpose. Completely defeats the purpose. So, but yeah. This was a really good OST though. I really enjoyed this one. What else is there? Oh, maybe I guess I'll do that as a short. Like, that would be cool for tomorrow's short. But yeah, this one like was great. Oh, there's a game. If you guys haven't played this before, you definitely have to. It's called Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky. Oh, that one made me cry. That one made me cry as a kid. It's one of those few games that made me cry. Won't spoil what it is, even though that game is like super old, and the gameplay is like out everywhere. Oh my goodness, it's like I think it's one of the best storytelling games out there for a mystery dungeon game. I haven't played Super though, so I can't say for certain yet. Which I need to play through, by the way. That's another game I haven't played yet. But yeah, there's that game. Explore the Sky is like so good though. It's so good because it has really good story. Expands on the Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness story. You can get, and unlike the mainline games, you can get every Pokemon. I think you can get most, if not all Pokemon, including the legendaries. It's actually very interactive, like gameplay. I gotta hit the wall. What else? And overall, like, as well as music's always a good stuff. Always a good stuff for music. Yeah, but that's a really good game. Like, probably one of the best games out there for the DS era, in my opinion. And Heart Gold. Oh my goodness, Pokemon Heart Gold? Oh wow, that game was like really good. It was like, I think that also skewed my vision as like Pokemon remakes because of like how good Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver were done. Because if you guys didn't know, okay, so for context, I got into Pokemon back in 2006, I believe. I used to hate Pokemon, by the way. I used to hate it as a kid. It was on TV, and I hated it as a kid. It was annoying because Ash Ketchum was like a little whiny person all the time. So I just hated this character. And then years later, I ended up loving Pokemon. But the way that happened was a friend of ours, our childhood friend, brought over a Pokemon Gold cartridge. And I ended up loving this game, loving it. And so ever since then, I played Pokemon ever since. Like, I've loved Pokemon ever since. And so I grew up with the second generation of Pokemon. Which would be Gold and Silver. I never got to play Crystal before, so I only played the Gold version. And I also, we also bought a Pokemon Silver cartridge as well. I don't know where that went though. Like, I think that's lost now, but we definitely bought that at some point. But when that game came out, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it was like basically the perfect remake. It was essentially like an expansion, and at that time modernized, and I was like, oh my goodness, it was so good. It was so good. And I think I played that like so much, like on that save file alone, because my brother got Soul Silver, I got Heart Gold. I think for me alone, I played up to like 600 hours of that game, because I was just like battling, I was trading, I was like doing all the Battle Frontier stuff. It was like, oh my goodness. It was great. It was amazing. And it also came out with Pokewalker 2. So both my brother and I got the day one version of it. So we got the Pokewalker too, and I believe it's still at our parents' house, which is funny enough. The batteries are definitely dead, 100% dead. But yeah, that still is there. We got that, and we also got the original boxes too for it. Though I'm pretty sure that's also damaged because we were kids. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, that's that game. Ever since that game came out, like I think remakes has been incredibly skewed. Wow, I got a wheelie log and it turned the wrong way too. That is very unfortunate. Okay. Oh my goodness. Man, they are trying to destroy me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver is amazing. And because I'm going through Black 2 right now, I went through the entirety Black White, by the way, which is funny. Like, I finished that game completely. I believe I got most things. I just didn't finish the Pokédex, because back then, you were dealing with at least 500 entries of Pokemon. And so, during that time, like, it was very difficult to get, like, all the Pokemon that you needed, including the legendaries, because if you were to try to, like, go onto this is called the GTS, or the Global Trading System, I believe it's what it's called back then. Man, when you wanted, like, to trade legendaries, no one wanted to do it. They wanted a legendary for their Rattata. I was like, bro, that's not how it works. But you would see all of this happening on that. And it's like, oh my goodness. So it's almost impossible to finish a Pokédex usually. And usually there's no real reward back then until I believe XY, when they implemented a shiny charm if you did complete the full Pokédex. Like, you caught everything, like national decks caught everything. Yeah, so that's the thing. And it made completing Pokédexes very difficult back then. I think when Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, that's when I was able to finish the Pokédex for the first time, like all three of them. So the base game, DLC 1 and DLC 2, I finished every Pokédex entry for that one, like caught everything and completed it. So there's that. Scarlet, I finished the base game's Pokédex, but I didn't finish the DLC one yet. Like, I still have to finish that. I do want to do that, but it's like, I'm kind of getting tired of like the performance for it. The game looks decent overall, but you can definitely tell that they did not test it on like real hardware. Like, you can definitely tell that it was like the game was tested on like their own max performance switch, or it was emulated on their computers or something. It was not very well tested, in my opinion. It was not tested at all. So yeah, I'm getting very fed up with the performance, and it's like, it's kind of making me not want to play it at all because of that. Because yeah, it's a Pokemon game. At the end of the day, it's just a Pokemon game. But it's kind of difficult to go through the game, in my opinion. Please stop. Please stop with your red shot. How are you this close? I swear, I'm not driving that bad. Okay, I'm driving bad, but I'm not driving that bad. Like, Donkey Kong is going like Mach bike speed right now. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we're almost done though. Okay, I had to throw that back because red shell, you know, the usual. Oh, what else? Yeah, but I did finish Black completely, but I'm having a hard time finishing Black 2. At some point, I'm gonna finish the Pokédex for Scarlet. Like, at some point, like I gotta have to. I kind of have to. Like, I'm kind of committed at that point. Cause at that point, it's like you might as well just finish it, right? Because I'm about 75% done of the DLC's Pokédex, so it's like, why not, right? Legendary Pokemon's in that game though, it's pretty cool though. I gotta say, like it's actually well designed for Pokemon. Like I think out of all the generations so far, this has been super interesting. And it does show that the artist does care a lot in terms of like their designs. I will say though, this is the first Pokemon game I don't really care about the music. Like the music kind of sucked, not gonna lie. It kind of sucked. Like it's very festive music, but it's not very memorable music, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of very generic, oh this is festival kind of type music, and that was it. Like that's all I kind of remember, and I can't even tell you like what music went with what. it was not good. I do enjoy the Pokemon though. The Pokemon was cool. Pokemon was very cool. I like the Pokemon. I do want to try out, and because I now have a Wii U, try out some Wii U games. The problem is, it's not configured fully yet. So I'll need to figure out how to allow it to play other types of games, if that makes sense. But there's definitely a lot of Japanese titles that seem very interesting to play as well, because there's definitely games that weren't released in North America that's only Japanese exclusive, so I want to try that too. We are slip drifting here. We are moving. We're slipping. We were not slipping there because I did not let go of my B. Yeah, there's that. Oh, there we go. What else is there? Oh, I almost didn't make that. Yeah, what else? Oh, you have shock. Oh no, you have mushroom, I think. Okay, that's fine. Oh. I am having trouble. So I was playing Persona 5 last year. I have not gone past the first boss. I'm on the second area right now. And that's it. I found, like, the game is really fun. And then I realized I needed to commit a lot of time, and that's when it became an issue. Because I cannot commit time that much. It's very difficult. Like even now, like I have to do a bunch of stuff and be able to do all that before I can actually play this game. And it's oh, I saw that bomb though. But yeah, it took a lot of time to be able to do anything, so I can't commit to Persona 5. It's a big game. It deserves to be. It's a game that deserves to like have someone just sit down and play for like 80 hours straight. Not even, like probably hundreds of hours. And I am not that type of person, unfortunately. I'm unfortunately not worthy enough to play that game. Because it deserves all the credit, for sure. Like 100% deserves all the credit. I went wide because I needed that red shell to hit me properly. Anyways. Yeah, because like, in order to like even play it, I would need to sit down, ignore all my chores, ignore all my like outside stuff that I need to like do, and just sit down and play. And that's not something I can do, unfortunately. It deserves, like, if I do have a break, which my next break is coming on. We're ignoring the release date for Super Mario RPG. Did someone just throw that? What the heck? Yeah, but the next one would be Winter Break. which for me would be Christmas. Maybe that'll be time, or I just end up doing other stuff with friends because that's what I usually want to do. Because I want to hang out with friends usually at that time. Because I don't see people enough now. I also don't want to spend money, so I've just been cooked up in my room a lot. So that's kind of, but it's also like I don't mind that too much. Like I can kind of survive that as long as I have a bed and a computer and we're okay. And I kind of just like do that. It's pretty nice. I'm very introverted, I gotta say, when it comes to this stuff. I will talk to people. And I also do come out of my shell quite often. I guess it does help that because I do go into office every day, so 5 times a week. I guess it does help out with that. Like having to make sure that I do actually go outside every day and touch grass, but there's that kind of thing. Definitely it does help out. Would I prefer to stay at home? Absolutely. I would definitely prefer to stay home 24/7 if I could, because then I could just like not have to use up a lot of money. That green shell's scary. Sorry, I have to think about that. It's like, I don't want that green shell to hit me. Yeah, I would definitely prefer to be at home though, but that's definitely a personal preference. I will say there's benefits to being able to go out often, because being cooked up in like the inside all the time is not the best, in my opinion. And that's coming from someone who does like to stay inside all the time. Yeah, definitely something I think I'm glad that does happen, but definitely a break is nice to be able to like kind of just relax and not have to worry about going out all the time. It's nice. I will say though, it does help with my immune system, because I have a pretty weak immune system, so I get sick easily. So I typically have to wear a mask when I go outside in order to not get sick. Unfortunately, like I did get sick last week, and usually a normal person would take about a couple of days to recover. For me, it takes about a week. Like that's for just a cold, and if it's like real bad, it takes about a few weeks to recover, and then for some people a couple of days or a few days. I thought this was normal. I thought everyone got sick for like weeks on end, and I was like, man, how is everyone recovering so fast? Like it takes me like a few weeks. I then realized my immune system was just not good. So yeah, I've just been wearing masks ever since. And it definitely did help that I didn't go out much with that, because then I didn't have to worry about too much about my immune system. Though I will say it was nice. It was nice. And I didn't have to worry too much. That was definitely a benefit for me. And I still think it is a benefit as well, being able to stay at home and not have to worry about getting infected and getting sick, because it takes way too long for me to recover, and I always feel super bad and having to like take a day off to recover, because I need a lot of time to recover. Medication typically will help, but like it only helps so much to the point where like it becomes a point where like, oh my goodness. Hey. I'm not paying attention. Stop it. Yeah, but medication only helps to a certain extent. And then at some point after that, like, if I take... So usually I take about 4 pills if I'm sick. So 2 for day, 2 for night. That's pretty standard for most medication. But if I take any more than that... Oh, that's a star. I just noticed that. Sorry. If I take more than that, I start getting a pretty bad migraine. and I can't handle that afterwards. And it's awful. Absolutely awful. Oh, please. Oh, I'm not... There's no mercy. So yeah, they're... Kind of sucks. That's how it is, though. I've dealt with this for my entire life. Good. Good. Very good. But I'm going to punish you for that. Or not. The crab just protects you from it. Oh my goodness, you ran into that? Please, let me go. Let me go. Oh my goodness, okay, good. But yeah, there's that. So if I did have a choice, I would stay at home if I could. Mainly because I do have issues. And I'd prefer not to have those issues hinder me if possible, but I'll do what I can to suppress it. And it is nice too, because then I definitely will say that the biggest factor of my cost right now, other than like student debt and insurance and so forth, would be bus tickets. Oh my goodness, I definitely spent more than like $150 in just bus tickets alone. And I'm getting really annoyed of that. Super annoyed. And it's definitely not worth it. Like, I definitely want to not pay that much, but that's how it's gonna be for a while. And I don't know what to say. But it is nice though. Like, because then I don't have to worry about having to buy gas. I don't have to worry about buying what is it called? I don't have to buy like a parking space or like buy a ticket for my parking to park my car and so forth. So there's that. What else? Yeah, like overall, it's nice. The cost I would like to not have, but I also understand why there's a cost, so that's okay. It is fine. It is very fine. Ooh, man, I kind of want this fruit still. Dude, there's a lot of people playing this game. It's a watermelon game. I don't remember the official title for this game. It's called. I just know it's a watermelon game, so I just call it watermelon game. So my girlfriend wanted to play it, and I was like, yeah, sure, you can play it. So where's this game on? It's like, oh yeah, it's on the Japanese eShop store. I was like, what? And you guys didn't know, in order to like play Japanese games on the Switch, you need to have a Japanese eShop account or a Japanese account in general. And so that had to be made, which was fine because I think, because I was going to do that anyways at some point, and that really didn't matter. The bigger issue though is that in order to buy the games on their eShop is that you have to have, if you want to use a credit card, be able to have a Japanese credit card already existing. If not, you have to buy it off vendors, like third-party sellers. One of them being like Play Asia, other is Amazon, maybe eBay? I don't know. But not the most trustworthy, if that makes sense. But we bought it from Play Asia, and yeah, she's been playing it ever since, and so far it's been good. Like, definitely enjoys it. Apparently Japan's one of Japan's like hardest games out there, which is crazy to me because it does look difficult. It looks very difficult to play. That was a crazy snipe. Wow. Most people cannot do that, and a CPU decided, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I ran into that. That is my bad. That is my bad. That's okay. We'll catch up. We're already catching up. Hey, Donkey Kong. I got punished. I got punished for being first. That is lovely. Why is Diddy Kong so heavy though? Okay, that's fine. Just let me pass. There you go. Very good. Okay, there we go. I forgot what I was saying. Completely forgot what I was saying. But, what was I saying? Oh, I got a weird lock too. I don't remember what I was saying. That's okay. Huh. Man, my memory just disappeared. What was after the discussion for staying inside? I don't know. Don't remember anymore. Do not remember. Do not remember at all. Oh, there's a fun game. So okay, I used to be really into Super Smash Bros. Melee. I kind of play it here and there still, like to practice tech skill, just to get my hands warm up here and there. And so like, there's that game's really fun, but I get so infuriated when I'm like playing with against someone, like a real person, because my palms get super sweaty. I make the worst decisions ever, and I'm like, man, if only my hands can move like it does in practice, and it'll be perfect and fine, but nope. And so I would just like struggle. And so I ended up in, what rank did I end up in? I ended up in rank Silver 2, I think. Which is not bad, because I only played like 20 games first time. And I'm not that good, so I thought I was going to be like worse than that, but it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. I will say though that I don't have as much practice as I do as Mario Kart. I might have a few more years upon on that. Yeah. There's that. It's good though. I do enjoy it. And I used to play a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mained Roy for that. And I played, how many hours did I play? 200, 300 hours of just Roy? I played a lot of online. Played a lot of it. Why do you both have triple bananas? Stop it. Okay, no one's hitting that. Oh, someone did hit that. Yeah, that was a game I put a lot of hours into. Of course, I didn't get that good, so I ended up dropping the game. I gotta do that way. Okay. Yeah, I wish I got better at it, because it looks fun from a competitive standpoint. It looks really fun to be able to compete, but I don't think I have the mental capacity to be able to do that, because I would definitely rage. 100%. I gotta go wide. There we go. Can you all stop with your red shells? Like, jeez. Oh, I'm now vulnerable. I'm now very vulnerable. Because at least with Mario Kart, I can at least do okay. At least I can... Oh, I didn't dodge it. Here's that. Yeah, because at least with Mario Kart, I can kind of do okay. What was my highest rank? I think I hit plat. I hit plat with Mario Kart, and that was just me playing very safe, because a lot of times when you play Mario Kart Wii especially, you have to be very aware, like hyper aware of like what everyone has and so forth, like what the person in front of you has, what the person behind you has, and being able to understand and predict possible item roulettes, and like understanding what items you can get from different places and so forth. Like that's why you might see me not use items if I'm in between places of 3rd to 7th because you can get a thundercloud, for example, until I see someone have a thundercloud. Unless I really have to use that item, for example. What else? And like, just being able to understand like how people move, understanding lag as well, because that's a factor to understand. Item placements, usage of items, shortcuts, so forth. Like, there's a lot of different skill behind it, but you can definitely get by. That was bad. You can definitely get by just playing very defensively and being able to like know how to use shortcuts properly. And you play like really safe a lot of times, you're definitely gonna be okay. But you kind of just play aggressive sometimes, and I'm not good at that. I'm not a very aggressive player most of the times. Usually I play very aggressively on worldwide, and I always get punished. I always get punished. And so yeah, because I'm like, I throw everything back. I would like try to hit someone as much as I can, and like I would throw like my red shells all the time. I would throw like my bombs forward, backwards, everywhere. Yeah. Definitely, like, it's completely different, in my opinion. Oh, music stopped. I'm guessing because YouTube's like, hey, stop it. Okay. Is that mushrooms? Ooh, free. But yeah, like after plat, you have to be a little bit more aggressive. There has to be a balance. And I will say this for certain. Playing Daisy, you gotta know every shortcut. Because you can't do this track's ultra shortcut. You can't do Bowser's Castle on the Wii. Ultra shortcut. What else is there? I think there's another ultra shortcut. I'm not remembering. But you need to, if you can't do shortcuts with Daisy, you might as well just play Funky Kong. Unfortunately, I don't know how to play those shortcuts well. But because I've always used Daisy, it's very... Wow, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Okay, that was just bad. But because I played Daisy, like I've used this character for like since 2010. Like competitively, it's very difficult to switch out of it, if that makes sense. Like, it's easy if you went from Rosalina to Funky Kong because they're very similar weights, and like you can kind of adjust their drifts and being able to understand like how everything works from that. But going from a medium to a heavy character is not easy. It's not the easiest thing, I would say. Especially because if you have so many years in that, it's like it's almost like second nature. It's like muscle memory. Because I can figure out like, oh, I have to turn like this sometimes. But with Funky Kong, it's like, oh, it feels weird. Like, it feels like I'm restricted. I also did that wrong. Okay. Everyone's throwing stuff. My B button didn't come out. There we go. I also just like the mobility of it, personally. So, that's also that. There's different reasons for it, but unfortunately, because I lack the ability to do shortcuts, I have to make it up by doing very good racing lines, which I, as you can tell, do not have that well. Which I need to work on, which I don't, because I don't think I will. I plainly will say I don't think I will, but that's okay. Maybe one day I'll just go for Master or Grandmaster and just actually try for it. Can you stop? Like, please? Oh, that's awful. Okay. See, situations like that, Funky Kong would have to, like, slow down. But with Daisy, you could just go for it. It's like, oh, okay. It's not too bad. It's actually very doable. And this track is pretty nice for it. Cause I think this is considered off-road? Maybe? No, it's definitely not. But the shortcut in here is like definitely Daisy specific. Oh, that was terrible. Oh my goodness. Today though, like there was so much fog. So I was driving, and I could not see for the life of me at all. So the distance between me and the car in front of me today was about 2 seconds distance. That's typically what you want to do, and like have about 2 seconds of like leeway between you and the car in front of you and behind you. I could not see this car in front of me. Like, I knew they were like about 2 seconds in front of me, but I could not see this car at all. It was super dense in terms of fog. And I was like kind of terrified actually, like driving, so I actually had to slow down a lot just to make sure I didn't run into the car. And it only lasted for like 10 minutes, but oh my goodness, that was probably the scariest 10 minutes of my life. Definitely one of the scariest ones, I would say. In my opinion. In my opinion. It is pretty cool though that the clouds do just come down. It's like, hey, let's chill out for today. It's like, okay, why not? That green shell did not hit me, and it should have. But that's okay. We don't talk about it. Oh, oh my goodness, that was not the way you're supposed to do that. That's okay. That's okay. I am avoiding that because we want 3 stars. I'm avoiding so much like off-road because I don't want to lose a 3-star potential. Because this game is very picky on like how you get 3 stars. It's annoying. Oh my goodness. Nice. We're still in the cave. That's not bad banana placement. Except Bowser took it all out, so now I can just... Okay. What? That was like 20 seconds. Oh, okay, that's not cool. Okay, that's not cool either. Come back here. Come back here, Luigi. Thank you, Luigi. Ooh, that green shell. So I need to catch up as soon as possible. Oops. Oops. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, we're fine. It's always this particular track that's super scary because a lot of times you could just get destroyed. A lot of the luck tracks. A lot of the luck tracks. If you didn't know what luck tracks are considered of, it's when you are in first and it doesn't matter. Because all that matters is the third lap, and if you get destroyed, you just get destroyed. Because at least it was a running track, which we consider running tracks as like tracks that you can definitely front run and like for example Nintendo 64 Bowser's Castle. That's a long track, but you can definitely get very far ahead. And so if you have like some distance behind it, like third lap does not matter, for example. Whereas Luigi Circuit, that one big shortcut at the very end, and because it's such a small track, can definitely ruin you. And because all the other laps don't really matter, except lap 2. I think lap 2 is very important, in my opinion. Lap 2 is like a very important lap, because you have to get a really good item by then. And lap 3 is like super important too. It doesn't really matter you're in first, because you're either going to get blue shelled anyways, or you're just going to get... Everyone's just going to start throwing reds at you. Wow, that is... Okay, I guess I'm just gonna be back here. We're starting in the back. 5, 6, 7. I don't care about the shock. Oh, I didn't get it. There we go. Oh, I thought he was gonna push me, so I moved like inwards there. Oh, I thought there was gonna be a shock, but I guess not. Okay, we caught up. We caught up after that shenanigan. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, okay. I guess I just don't have my lead. I guess Yoshi is supposed to be in first. Come on. Come back here. This is embarrassing. I am having such a hard time catching up to him. Come on. Come here. Okay, at least I get an item though. At very least, I got an item. That took a lot of time. Okay, there we go. Cool. Very cool. Very nice. We're done there. But yeah. It tracks like this one here as well, because of that big shortcut near the middle of the race, and because it's a very short track, because it only took a minute 30 seconds to finish that track or something like that. Generally speaking, that's considered a luck track because the first lap or even the second lap doesn't really matter, because everything can just crumble in the third lap. Like if you happen to like avoid the shock, or I guess dodge the shock, then you're fine. You just win the race, and you just hope that you don't get blue shelled afterwards. Ui, I somehow avoided that. Yeah, tracks like this one though, it's like, I think this is considered a front running track. At least during my time, it was considered front running. I don't know now. I don't know now. Definitely the time has changed. This could be considered a luck track, and I wouldn't know. And I could see why, because of this shortcut over here to the left. Because that shortcut is kind of annoying. Because this takes about 3 seconds to go around this circle there. Whereas if you just take it with a mushroom, you complete it in like less than a second. Saves a lot of time. Surprisingly. Surprisingly, it takes a lot of time. But the rest of the track is like standard, I guess. Like it's very straightforward. I do like the loop though in the beginning. It's actually super cool because if you're in the front, you might as well just bag. So you just go to the other way of the circle there and just end up going to last place, and it's really cool. Oh, so that's a good like hiding spot. It's very hard to see bananas there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I pulled a fib. That's also my fault. I don't even know what the chances are to pull that, because I think it's actually a very low chance to pull one of those fake item boxes, because you're supposed to be pulling more bananas and green shells, surprisingly. Okay, nice though. I don't know if we're gonna get a 3-star for this, because the first race was disastrous. We were we were not first at all until what, at the middle of lap 3. It took us a long time to get to first place. Definitely was not easy. Yeah, this is third track, and then we have Nintendo 64 Bowser's Castle next, and then we should be. I mean, hopefully we're good, right? Hopefully. I don't know. Like, I don't know if we are good or not. We'll see. Come on. There we go. It is nice, though, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't have to think about wheeling so much. Because you have to count how, like, soonish when the wheelie goes out. I mean, it becomes muscle memory. Like, you kind of just know after a while. Even if you don't count, it's just like, oh, it's going to come out around this time, kind of thing. But if you want to be really good, you need to be very, very precise. And that's why GameCube is sometimes better. Because GameCube, you just spam the button and you will get the wheelie. Whereas I have to waggle the Wii remote. And it's very annoying. Sometimes I wonder why my right hand is stronger than my left hand. Okay, we're almost there though. We're almost there. Let's see, we can do this. Should be fine. Should be fine. As I say that when I have like a 30-second lead. I'm gonna go over here. Because I need an item. I don't need you. But I'm gonna dodge the POW anyways. Because I might as well. Yeah, that... This is gonna be very awkward. Okay, I thought I was wide enough, but apparently I was too slow. Cool, alright. Should be good here. That bridge is so hard to do a wheelie though, in my opinion. Oh, you know what I have a toxic relationship though with? And it's for a game, by the way. League of Legends. So I occasionally play it with my friend. Whenever I'm on, I play with them. Because whenever I play by myself, it's like, I know there's like a 75% chance that I'm going to run into someone super toxic. And they're like, starts to ping me and everything. By the way, I hit gold one time in a season. And I was like, that's it. I don't want to play anymore for ranked. So, I have a little bit of ability to play the game. Just a little bit. Not good. Not good at all. Oh my goodness. I screwed that up. I screwed that up real bad. I thought like they were just going to stay on the left side, but I guess not. I also found out that gold is not average, even though half the player base is silver, which is as long as you pass silver, you're above average. But I guess not. You have to be plat. No, you have to be diamond apparently to be above average. That is crazy to me, by the way. Anyways, yeah, like I would always have to do like mute all for the chat. I would also have to like, I cannot go into any game. Like if I go in ARAM, it's like, which means all random, all middle. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yeah, like all random, all middle or something, or all mid is what people call it. There's definitely toxic people there because they're like, why are you doing so bad and so forth. And then there's the normal stuff, which is like Summoner's Rift, which is like a 30-minute game on its own, and you're like, please end it all. You're like trying to finish it and you're not. What else? And though there's a lot of people who get really mad if you don't play a particular style, like if you don't play like like the best of the best, and it's like you're not good. And then ranked, oh my goodness, ranked is crazy. But then again, with ranked is a little bit more understandable because everyone's rank is on the line, and you don't want people to like, you know, hold you down. So that makes sense. Like, and well, I mean, people do care a little too much about their ranks sometimes, in my opinion. But that's okay. That is okay. That's another blue shell. I'm getting blued. Bada beat up. Haha. Why are you like this? I feel like I'm getting blue. How many blue shells have I taken throughout this entire like Grand Prix? I've gotten hit so many times and it's infuriating. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. At least up here, I won't get hit by like blue shells. Okay, I will, but I won't get hit by like red shells and so forth. Okay. But yeah, League is my. I play it occasionally, but yeah. Hey, what's up? You, if this is all 3 stars, then you actually just made it to the end of the stream. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I screwed up a lot in this cup. Oh, we got 3 stars. Okay, there we go. We did it. we got it. We finished it all. We got 3 stars on every single race. Every single cup. I also can't skip this, by the way. Like, I'm actually pressing buttons and I cannot skip it. So we're listening to this again. Yeah, but yeah, we did all of it. Not the custom tracks though, not the custom tracks, because that doesn't count to the 3-star thing for licenses. If we did that, oh my goodness, I would be here for months on end. I would not be able to leave. But yeah, all the Nintendo tracks, like the vanilla Nintendo tracks, all done. All has 3 stars. Took how many hours? Almost 7 hours. Wow, that's like a full workday. Jeez, that's a long time. That's a little too much. That's a little much. Now imagine doing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with DLC. That's a little too much. I'm gonna go online, do one race, and just one race, because it's, what time is it? It's 1:37 and it's way too late for me. We're gonna check it out though. We're gonna go check it out. See if we do have the 3 stars, because there is a small glitch on my license, it seems like, where it's doing something weird. I'm gonna check some stuff though, just to make sure it's good before we do go online. But we have to watch this first. We have to watch the entirety of the credits. I do love this music though. This OSC is great. I used it for Mario Circuit 3, and it's great. It's fantastic. I would use this every time. And there we go. We did it. Woo! We did it. Yeah. 3 stars. Let's go. Ah, there it is. Okay, put this on the Wii board. Yes, cool, done. Yay, congrats, yay. I've only seen these credits too many times to count yet. I mean, true though, right? Yeah, I don't know why it's showing like that. It should show correctly, but I guess not. Don't know why. Don't know why. Hey, we got Rosa. Ayo. Let's go. And we got the Blue Falcon. Okay, what else we get? That's it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see the license here. Here. Okay, so it shows 3 stars. So right here, it's talking about like what's all the stars you have for each cup. So say everything is 3 stars except for 1 cup, which is 2 stars, you get 2 stars for this to show. But we did all 3 stars, so that's good. Let's see here. Daisy. Can't read that. Can't read that. Wi-Fi. I got hit 938 times, and I hit 333. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we're gonna get online quickly. We'll just do one race only, and then we're gonna go to bed because it's very late, and I still have to do my laundry. I have to fold my laundry, and then I can go to sleep. And I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. Got a meal prep. Gotta go climbing. Gotta go eat dinner. Gotta finish assessments from my job and so forth. The font is fixed, so it kind of looks like Chinese. Kind of. Kind of. It does use kanji, which is similar to Chinese. But it is in Japanese. A lot of the names are in katakana, which means that when you say it out loud, it sounds like English almost. For example, if it says circuit, it will say in katakana, circuito. So it's like, there's that. So Mario would translate to Mario. Luigi would translate to Luigi because there's no L, so it comes in RU instead of LU in English. But in Japanese, it's RU and stuff like that. So it's really easy to read in katakana because then you can like, oh, that makes sense. It reads like that. Yeah, I can't read hiragana that well though, so we're gonna struggle. Yeah, most kanji does though. Most kanji. I don't. On this screen, there's no kanji. But there's some instances where there's like kanji, and it makes sense why you would use kanji though, because it's just easier. But a lot of times you would see, especially in Japan, you're gonna see hiragana and katakana a lot more. It's very rare to see kanji because even in like a native speaking Japanese person cannot recite all kanji, and it's just difficult, and most people just know how to speak or write and read in hiragana and katakana, so that's what's used most of the time. But there's some instances where you would use kanji. Some instances. Very some. Alright, we're in a room though. Looks like Japanese worldwide. Plus European. Yep, that looks about right. Looks about right. Most of the North American players should be asleep. Should be. Should. I'm not one of them. I'm just taking one race, and that's it. We're almost at full VR as well, because I was playing with Night Parsley. So we're almost there. Let's see. You're on Sneakster though. Interesting. Very interesting. You're winning though. You are winning. How are you gonna fare? Let's see. They threw a green back. They threw a fib. Oh, they got the person in second. Let's go. And then there's shock. Two people dodge. One of them is this person that actually shocked, and then the person that actually dodged. So two people. The person that dodged is in fourth right now. Oh, but they got hit. Ooh. Yikes. We hate to see that. Oh, they got blue shelled. You can tell because of the way they stopped like that. Typically, and their item also fell out, like on the right hand side, so you can tell that they got blue shelled. Doesn't show, but yeah. Oh, they got first though. Well done. Very nice. Alright, it's about our time to play one race. What's this gonna be? Are we gonna win this race, or are we gonna lose all of our VR? Could have been a Piranha also. No. Oh, actually, maybe, yeah. At that point. No, you're right. It could have been a Piranha too. Yeah. You're very right about that. Very right. Mm-hmm. But there's no real way to tell. But yes, you are correct. It could be in the piranha as well. Yes. Okay. The only reason why we're in here is to make sure that the 3 stars do appear on our name. That's like literally the only reason why we're here. Okay. Your max VR. I'm almost max VR. It's 100cc. Let's try something. What's a good 100cc track? Let's do Luigi Circuit. Okay, let's see if we can read some of this stuff. I do see second row to the left. It looks like Mushroom. It looks like Mushroom Peaks. I don't know this one though. I didn't read it, what got picked. I just saw GameCube and that was it. Oh, DK Mountain. Okay. Yeah, well, we got the 3 stars though on our name, so that's good. Look at that. We got 3 stars. Let's go. That's the only reward you have. It shows up online and it's actually pretty cool. We hold this. It's really nice. Yeah. I sometimes want the 2 stars is not bad too, and the 1 star is really cool. Oh, I let go of my drift perfectly there, because if I didn't, I would have hit that wall. We want to use this golden on the bridge. Hey, how dare you? How dare you? Okay, I screwed that up, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna hit you. Oh no, I guess I'm just gonna hit their fib. Oh, they dodged though. We got this one. They might back an item behind me. They did not. Okay. That was very nice of them. Okay, we can catch up to this person in front though. I wheelie. Do that. I gotta get this item. I don't know where you went. Is that the... How many... What was... No, that was 2 shocks so far. So we're going to see a third one. Like, definitely going to see a third one. We can pass this very fast. Yep. Very easily. Very, very easily. And we just have to hopefully not get hit. Okay, we got hit. I ended up jinxing it myself. I gotta be careful of these screenshots though. Or not. 3 shocks. Okay. I mean, we can catch up though. Especially at that turn. Like, we can definitely catch up. We just have to get an item though. Okay. It's actually faster. I believe it's faster we go here. I'm gonna be nice though, because I can just catch up this way. Yeah, we can definitely catch up. Oh yeah. Should be good. Nice. Ayo. Alright. But yeah, that's your reward for beating all the Grand Prix with all the stars. So as long as you have at least 1 star for every cup, you get 1 star for your profile. It's really nice. And there was a 2 star just now on screen. So that's what the 2 star looks like. 1 star is like the big star, and 3 stars like what we saw in the beginning. They're all really nice. Doesn't really mean too much, to be honest, but kind of just showing off that you finished Grand Prix. That's kind of it. Or not, because a lot of people do end up doing the shortcut by inputting a code and finishing it. But yeah. And oh, I guess it also shows up on the results screen too, unless you have a Wii wheel, which then always shows up, which also is very cool. You can also show that up. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it's basically just bragging rights. But we did it because we wanted to. Though it will not... This will always annoy me. This part will annoy me a lot. whenever I see it, because I know 100% we finished it. We have proof. We have recorded proof. It's on stream. Yes. But otherwise, we're done for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very tired. I'm gonna go to sleep once I finish my laundry stuff. Yeah, we're done with that. I guess next time we'll just try to finish getting max VR. I don't know. We might as well, right? We're pretty much close. After that, maybe we'll do some competitive stuff. Really depends if I'm free though. I'm like sporadically just doing like random streams here and there. But I will upload a short every day, so keep an eye for that. It will come out at some point during the day. It's not at a specific time, but yes, it will come out at some point during the day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go do my stuff now. Have a great night, everyone.